Welcome back to Studio One. Now, yesterday, celebrations began across the United Kingdom and around the world to mark the Diamond Jubilee of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II.
Sounds like she's back again. I think she's back in again for some reason. Yeah, we watched the party getting underway, and with some typical British scenes, bit of rain today, it made us think that most British have traditions. The afternoon tea.
Here to show us how to enjoy our tea in style is Patricia Gonzalez, founder of etiquette experts Born Etiquette. Patricia, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Right, big celebrations, the Diamond Jubilee celebrations across the world, and especially in Dubai, there is so much happening, brunches, but right now we're talking about afternoon tea, and I've never been to one before, so I'm completely new to any of this. So you're here to tell us some of the do's and don'ts so that I don't make a fool out of myself when I'm attending one tomorrow.
Certainly.
Okay, so if we can start off by speaking a little about the afternoon tea and workshop, the afternoon tea and etiquette workshop which took place yesterday. What exactly was it all about?
It was a workshop about history of the tea, about classes of the tea, the tea etiquette, do's and don'ts, host and guest duties, and of course, all enjoying our beautiful afternoon tea with all savories and snacks and beautiful chocolates and things.
Okay.
I'm going to admit now, I'm a bit of a tea heathen, Patricia, so you're going to have to educate me a little here. And let's start with the tea itself, because as far as I'm concerned, well, it's builder's tea every single time. English breakfast tea seems to hit the spot for me. But when we're talking of etiquette, are there certain teas to serve throughout the day, or is it all down to taste?
Well, tea is all come from a leaf. It's called Camellia sinensis.
Yeah.
So from there, depending on where do you process the leaf, you're going to have white teas or green teas or black teas. Typically, for an afternoon tea, we will go through the English breakfast, which is a black tea.
Okay, so you've got some black tea you brought along. We've also got these wonderful chocolates from de Beauvais, which we're going to be having alongside it. So why don't you take us through the process, starting with the tea preparation and pour. How long does it sit in the pot for?
Well, to prepare a nice cup of tea, what you need to do, first of all, is empty your kettle, because you need the fresh boiled water. So the water gets oxygen. If you pour it on the tea leaves, it will get a better taste. What we have here today, it is called the Thé Rami. It's a very nice tea from the Beauvais, and it has an amazing taste of white chocolate. So I want you to try this one.
Chocolate taste in the tea?
Very nice chocolate taste on the tea. Not a typical English breakfast. And then you need to warm up the teapot a little. You warm it up a little bit, and depends, you need to put 1 spoon of tea every time for each person and 1 for the teapot.
And of course, there's this whole age-old debate about what goes in first. Is it the tea or the milk? So, what is it for you, Tom? What goes first for you?
Again, I'd be lying. Ordinarily, I do tea, but I'm a builder's tea man. But with afternoon tea, I assume it's milk into the cup first, or not?
In the old times, because the china sometimes it was not it was not very good. So they used to put the milk in first to preserve the china. But the most rich people that have better china, they used to put the milk last. What is correct, it is to put the milk last. So you pour your tea, then you pour your milk, and then you can actually stir it a little, so would you control exactly the amount of milk that it goes in the tea.
Would you mind pouring us a cup of tea? Is that right?
Certainly, it would be my pleasure.
Would you mind? Because I am absolutely parched at the moment.
I'll try my best from here because we are a little far away. So you hold the teapot.
Yeah. Pick the cup up. Is that etiquette as well or not? Or always leave it on the table?
You leave it on the table.
Leave it on the table.
Sure. And then there is something very nice we always used to use is the strainer. So you put the strainer and you pour the tea. So the tea leaves will stay. You can do it both ways. If it doesn't have leaves, you leave it, or otherwise you pour it like this.
Okay, so this is how it's made and served. But what about how to behave at a tea party? Because, I mean, especially for us who are completely new to this, we don't want to do anything that might be considered ill-mannered or inappropriate.
Certainly.
So how do we behave while we're at a tea party?
Well, Tom,
Pinky
Yes.
in or pinky out?
Pinky in, pinky
Always
in.
in, is it?
Always
Okay.
pinky in.
Okay, in.
And if, for example, because our table here is really close to us, we don't need to get the dish.
We don't?
No.
Oh, blimey.
We just
Making
actually,
mistakes already, making mistakes
we can
already.
actually just drink it like this.
Okay.
Okay, enjoy.
Thank you very much.
And for example, when you move your tea, okay, don't swirl it,
Right.
okay, just nicely, gently, up and down. Don't clank it. Yeah, don't clank it. Just always put it at the back. And you just always leave it like
To
this.
slurp or not to slurp?
No slurp, please.
Okay.
And for the people that usually use tea bags, please don't squeeze it with the fingers.
Don't squeeze it with the fingers, yeah.
That is
I wouldn't do that.
absolutely delicious, that tea. Absolutely delicious. You can have it with a chocolate as well. Ash, can I interest you?
Not right now.
Not
it might
now?
stain
We'll
my
save
teeth,
one for
that's
later.
for sure.
Okay. This is fun. Can you come back every single week? This
I'll
is good.
try my best if you have me here.
Well, Patricia, thank you so much for your time. Really looking forward to this one. You definitely did help us out with a few tips and tricks on
Certainly,
how
of
to
course.
behave at an afternoon tea party and etiquettes, yeah?
Yep.
Don't pick up
Little
the saucer
finger in,
next
Little
little
time.
finger in
Little
every
finger
single
in.
time.
Don't pick up the saucer next time.
The chocolate really comes
Chocolate is
out.
very
It really
nice,
does.
huh?
Well, for
Delicious.
more information on everything that we've discussed right now, do log on to our Facebook fan page, facebook.com/Studio One Live.
Very civilised. Thank you.
Thank you.
Alfie, I'll get you some tea coming over, okay? Don't worry about that.